everybody, back with the Camaro again. Just continuing on, just going to give you guys a little update here. I'm working on, this is all the wiring that ran to the back for the speakers, the factory amplifier, and everything. I built my amp mount, you guys probably can tell. I've got tools running amok everywhere. This is my amp mount on the factory amp bracket. It's going to mount to the JL 700x5 is going to mount in the factory location. I got my crossovers mounted on the other side for the JL front speakers. I have two runs out for the rear speakers, and this is the sub for the hideaway sub. That's going to go in. I'm utilizing the stock wiring in the car for the rears and the fronts, the dual run for the tweeters in the fronts, all that stuff, and then I'm going to use the deck, the head unit, to power the rear extended speakers. But yeah, I went ahead and I've started taking out that much wire there. That's what I've got out of it so far on unneeded wiring. And the rest of it's right here. I'm gonna remove all this, but I just haven't, it goes way up under the dash there, and it's kind of a pain to do. So my plan is, this is cracked. So my plan is, I have another one of these, I just have to go get it. And I gotta replace this anyways. And I want to get rid of all of the factory wiring for the windows, the power windows, because I've got crank windows now. So my plan is, I'm going to pull this off and replace this and finish taking the power window wiring out. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of my factory or not factory, but I'm going to remove all the wires that I don't need. I'm going to go ahead and remove the antenna wire because this has a shaved antenna. I'm going to probably either grab an extension and put a small extension, antenna extension, and I'm going to probably end up mounting one up under the cowl there, up underneath here probably. Pull these off and do it up underneath there somewhere. There's a nice hidden antenna, so I can get a little bit of radio reception. One of them powered units. There's the plug for the, there's a pile of electrical tape I have removed from it so far. I had some exterior, go ahead and throw that over there, some exterior testa tape. It's not the fuzzy, super fuzzy stuff. It's more for like an engine bay. I'm going to order this really fuzzy interior stuff probably here soon. I'll go ahead and wrap all of that. While I'm in here, I'm going to run my RCAs for my head unit. I'm going to run them from the head unit to the back. I'm also going to run my RCA for my reverse camera, for a backup camera. I'm going to do that. I utilized, I'm only running the rear channels from the head unit. I utilized the two of the front pairs of wires from the head unit back to a remote turn on for the amplifier, and then a backup wire for go to the backup, the tail lights, to go to the reverse light to trigger activate my radio. Figured it was just easier to do that. I'll run it across, means I got to run my amp wire across, or my amp, not my amp, but my subwoofer wire across to over here. I'll end up putting it up in here and just following this wiring and whatnot. Remove the CD changer wiring. That's all gone. That's what a lot of them wires are, actually, is the CD changer wiring. Yeah. I'm removing a little weight, but I'm also adding a subwoofer, heavier speakers, and an amplifier that weighs more than the factory amp. But I'm getting rid of power windows. I'm getting rid of a lot of excess wiring. I'm getting rid of the heavy airbags, because I'll go with a much lighter steering wheel. I'm going with manual seats. So, yeah, I'm moving the battery from the front to the rear. So I'm kind of hopefully eliminating. I want it to be about the stock. I want it to be less than what it weighed stock. Well, it's not fair because it is an iron block car, so it's going to be less. I want it to weigh less than an LT1 car. Let's just say that, because this would be probably I would say pretty similar to that. Yeah. I went ahead and removed a lot of wiring. Like I said, I've got a bunch more to remove. Like I said, I used the airbag wiring for my underdash lights, so that wiring's being utilized. I'm going to go ahead, when I pull this, when I do this, I'm going to try to remove the explosive charge, or the heavy part of the airbag out of the dash. When I get the other dash, I want to try to just get the metal piece out and just have, hopefully, I'll probably put a piece of plastic back there to help back this, because I'm pretty sure that should be pretty solid. But yeah, I'll probably do that. Try to get rid of some of that. That's a real pain in the ass to pull off, that whole cluster piece, or not cluster, but this whole dash piece. There's a lot attached to it, and you got to fight it. I'll have to drop my steering column down, which I had to drop the steering column down anyways to pull my cluster out. I went ahead and removed my airbag light and my low oil light, because I'm going to be getting rid of the low oil center. I'm just used to checking these. Yeah, the wiring's broke, and I think the center's broke too. But yeah, I'll end up putting a plug in the pan. I'm just used to checking my own oil, or checking it enough that I don't even really need the light. But yeah, I gotta go ahead and put all the crap back in. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out for tonight, so I can go ahead and start on some machines in the morning. But yeah, that's what I'm doing to it right now. I'm also, well, crap, I guess, never mind, you don't need to worry about that. I gotta order some other stuff I was gonna tell you, but yeah, I'm gonna order some interior Testa tape. Like I said, I'm gonna run all my RCAs and stuff with the factory wiring and loom and everything, and just keep everything nice and tidy. I want it to be, I want it to look very factory. It'll be better in factory because I'll probably not use a lot of split loom. I'll use Testa tape instead of regular electrical tape too. I'm gonna go and I'll Testa tape the doors wiring. That's all gonna be Testa taped. Yeah, we'll go through and Testa tape the doors. I'm gonna end up probably unplugging everything in the door. Well, I don't really need to. I'm gonna sound deaden the back of the door, clean the back of the door, sound deaden it. I've got some Damplifier Pro. I'm gonna go ahead and dampify the doors. So yeah, I'm gonna gain weight with the dampening, but I want to have a nice car that's got a good stereo in it, that's gonna run good, gonna stop good. I want a well-rounded vehicle, something fun to drive, and something pretty quick and nimble. That's kind of what I'm trying to build this car for. I'm also doing a rear seat delete. It won't have rear seats. It'll have pretty much everything manual that you can have. Manual windows. It's going to have power mirror and power locks. Those are the two power options it's going to have so far, or right now. Just power mirrors, power locks. Getting rid of the stock airbag steering wheel, putting a Grant steering wheel on it. I don't need the steering wheel controls. They're not a big thing for me. I do like them, but my truck don't have them, so I'm used to driving it and not having them. So yeah, gonna go ahead and like I said, throw everything inside of it tonight, and then bounce up out of here. It's getting late. I gotta go eat and drop some stuff off. So yeah, I'm tired, and yeah, it's been a long day. So, but it's coming together. I gotta go pick up, like I said, the dash bezel, the door panels. I got a set of Camaro seats, actually not Trans Am seats, so I'll probably try to get rid of these seats, and I'll probably get rid of the natural rear seats that I have for it. I'm probably going to end up, I need to order some carpet here before too long, because I'll be needing that. My seam sealer dried up good. Really, other than that, it just needs, I don't really have a lot. I got to do brakes. I'm still on the edge. I want to do CTSV 6-piston brakes, but I got to go to a bigger wheel, and I want to set a ZR1, what is it, like 2000 and, what is it, 10 to 13, the bigger, the 19-inch wheels. I want to do front wheels all the way around it, 40mm offset wheels, and I want to do those wheels because I really love the look at those wheels. And on these cars, it's the same wheels that's on the LS9 converted 4th gen Camaro that GM did. So yeah, take a peek at them wheels on that car, and that's what I want to do with this, but they're kind of pricey. So yeah, but yeah, we're getting there. I gotta do some wiring under the hood yet. That's gonna be its own separate thing. Like I want to do speed engineering headers and exhaust, because the speed engineering dumps right now, I want to go clear to the back with true duals. I don't want to deal with them dumps. It's loud, but I want to get the sound even further back. So because the 6-liter is kind of grunny. Sounds awesome, sounds badass, sounds like a stock car, but it's gonna get old driving it with it that loud. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Probably gonna go ahead and, like I said, put everything away and go home. I'm tired, get up out of here. So yeah, don't think there's anything else for an update right now, but yeah, I'll cut you guys another video here in a day or two. Hopefully I'll get some parts, hopefully I'll get my dash piece, and I can start doing that. I need to order some test tapes, so that's basically, I'm gonna wait on a bunch of shipping and getting parts. So tomorrow's Thursday. I may talk to the guy that's got my parts and see if I can't come pick them up tomorrow after work. And yeah, so I got my dash piece off without breaking it. That's a big thing I need to tell. I got that off without it exploding, which is awesome, because that was a solid piece, and I got it out without breaking it. So I did break one of the mounts down off, but that's not a big deal. I'll just super glue it back on. But yeah, I got that off without breaking it. I think one of the alignment pins, I guess, broke in the dash right there, but we'll go ahead and glue all that stuff back together. Great, the heater's kicking on. But yeah, got that off without breaking it, so I'm gonna try the best and the hardest not to break it around the shop. I'm probably gonna put it on a shelf or something and not try to break it, because it's brittle. I about guarantee it's brittle. But yeah, so that's all I got for this video. We'll catch you guys in the next one.